A place no one tells you exists. I found it. It isn't empty. It isn't calm. It's waiting. I've carried conversations that never happened, arguments with ghosts in rooms I never entered, memories rewritten by fear, promises I swore to myself that dissolved before the ink dried. I've learned to move quietly while storms roared overhead, measured my breath against expectation, planned every pause as if someone was grading me on authenticity I didn't know. The world demanded clarity, I gave it ambiguity. I was always a puzzle no one wanted to solve. But silence teaches differently. Silence doesn't demand, it doesn't judge, it doesn't calculate. Echoes in the void whisper my name without instruction, without apology. They aren't loud, they aren't explosive, they are truth filtered through nothing. I listen, I learn, I begin.
I've walked through cities that talk too much, streets crowded with opinion lights that judge shadows and mirrors that repeated flaws. I laughed in the hallways where everyone else whispered rules. I stepped sideways to avoid collisions with expectations I didn't recognize as mine. And in every misstep I found space to breathe. In every misheard word I found a rhythm. In every broken street lamp I found the story that wasn't yet told.
The void is patient, it waits for those who can sit still long enough to hear it. Echoes in the void call me forward without permission, without warning. They don't push, they don't pull, they illuminate the corners of myself I've left unvisited. I move with them, I don't follow, I don't lead, I exist between the notes. And for the first time I feel whole. I have known fear dressed as opportunity. I have known silence dressed as absence. I have known hope disguised as impossibility. I've learned to distinguish the mask from the substance. The walls collapse slowly, dust fills the corners of my vision. I feel weight in places I thought were hollow, and still I don't flinch, I don't retreat. I trace the pattern of fractured lines until I know which ones can hold me and which ones will carry me somewhere else. I've stopped asking if I'm ready, I've stopped fearing the unknown, I've stopped waiting for signals from the outside. Echoes in the void don't demand allegiance, they just exist and I exist with them. The weight doesn't break me, the silence doesn't scare me, the void doesn't frighten me. I have measured the distance, I have learned the contours, I have mapped the quiet, and I am here, whole fraction certain. I have whispered truths no one wanted to hear, I have carried storms that were never mine. I have questioned the floor beneath my feet until I realized the floor is me. And standing here in this infinite pause, I finally understand I am enough without transcend. Sing back to me every fear I ignored, every shadow I carry. They don't judge, they don't apologize, they just exist, and so do I. place no one tells you exists. I found it. It isn't empty, it isn't calm, it's waiting. I've carried conversations that never happened, arguments with ghosts in rooms I never entered, memories rewritten by fear, promises I swore to myself that dissolved before the ink dried. I've learned to move quietly while storms roared overhead, measured my breath against expectation, planned every pause as if someone was grading me on authenticity I didn't own. The world demanded clarity, I gave it ambiguity. I was always a puzzle no one wanted to solve, but silence teaches differently. But silence doesn't demand, it doesn't judge, it doesn't calculate. Echoes in the void whisper my name without instruction, without apology. They aren't loud, they aren't explosive, they are truth filtered through nothing. I listen, I learn, I begin. Streets crowded with opinion lights that judge shadows and mirrors that repeated flaws. I laughed in the hallways where everyone else whispered rules. I stepped sideways to avoid collisions with expectations I didn't recognize as mine. And in every misstep I found space to breathe. In every misheard word I found a rhythm. In every broken street lamp I found the story that wasn't yet told. Can sit still long enough to hear it. Echoes in the void call me forward without permission, without warning. They don't push, they don't pull, they illuminate the corners of myself I've left unvisited. I move with them, I don't follow, I don't lead. I exist between the notes, and for the first time opportunity. I have known silence dressed as absence. I have known hope disguised as impossibility. I've learned to distinguish the mask from the substance. The walls collapse slowly, dust fills the corners of my vision. I feel weight in places I thought were hollow, and still I don't flinch, I don't retreat. I trace the pattern of fracture lines until I know which ones can hold me and which ones will carry me somewhere else. I've stopped asking if I'm ready, I've stopped fearing the unknown. I've stopped waiting for signals from the outside. Silence in the void don't demand allegiance, they just exist. And I exist with them. The weight doesn't break me, the silence doesn't scare me, the void doesn't frighten me. I have measured the distance, I have learned the contours, I have mapped the quiet, and I'm here whole, fractured, certain. I have whispered truths no one wanted to hear. I have carried storms that were never mine, have questioned the floor beneath my feet, until I realized the floor is me. And standing here in this infinite pause, I finally understand I am enough. finally found a voice that is mine. Silence is not empty. Silence is not lost. Silence is clarity. And in clarity